Abundant snow and ice in Africa. Also, do you know where the highest point on the African continent is? This information and much more is in this video. Welcome, this is by Mundo, a channel that explores the world as it is. In the middle of the arid African savanna, a unique formation stands out that contrasts deeply with the surrounding landscape, Mount Kilimanjaro. This sleeping giant, which reaches an impressive 5,895 meters in altitude at its highest point, Uhuru Peak, is a true geographical and natural icon. Located in northern Tanzania, near the border with Kenya, Kilimanjaro is the highest mountain in Africa and a notable landmark on the region's horizon. Its imposing presence amidst the vast savanna barrier creates a surprising spectacle, difficult to imagine coexisting with the characteristic heat of the surroundings. In addition to its grandeur, Kilimanjaro is home to fascinating ecological diversity. On its slopes, you can find lush tropical forests, savannas rich in fauna, alpine grasslands, and, at the top, the iconic glacier that bravely resists the advance of climate change. This striking contrast between the different ecosystems makes Kilimanjaro a unique and inspiring destination, attracting adventurers, scientists, and nature lovers from all over the world. Home to the Big Five, the most difficult animals to hunt: elephant, lion, leopard, buffalo, and rhino, the Mount Kilimanjaro region is home to an impressive biodiversity that defies expectations. These magnificent animals coexist in a unique setting, where savannas and tropical forests give way to alpine grasslands and, finally, to the eternal snows at the top of Kilimanjaro. This fascinating contrast is one of the great wonders of Tanzania. It is difficult to imagine a place where African wildlife, a symbol of strength and resilience, is so close to a snow-capped peak, a feature more associated with alpine landscapes. In addition to being a natural and cultural landmark, Mount Kilimanjaro is the highest freestanding mountain in the world. This means that it is not part of a mountain range, standing alone on the horizon at 5,895 meters above sea level. This natural spectacle is a true delight in Tanzania, attracting visitors from all over the world in search of adventure and contemplation. Mount Kilimanjaro is made up of three main peaks: Shira, Mwenzi, and Kibo. The highest point, known as Uhuru Peak, is located on Kibo, the largest of the volcanic cones. The name Kibo means spotted, in reference to its dark rock that contrasts with the eternal snow that covers the summit. Located on the eastern edge of southern Africa, Kilimanjaro is a volcanic complex of great geological importance. Its formation is associated with periods of intense volcanic activity during the Pleistocene, which gave rise to its three main cones. Although often considered an isolated volcano, Kilimanjaro is part of an east-southwest oriented volcanic alignment, standing out as one of the largest and most iconic in the region. Shira, the oldest and currently extinct cone, with an altitude of around 4,500 meters, is a collapsed crater that forms a vast elevated dam. Mwenzi, this peak is the second highest on Kilimanjaro, at 5,149 meters, and features dramatic rock formations that are the result of intense erosion. Kibo, the central and highest cone, with fumarolic activity in some areas, represents the heart of the volcanic complex. It is home to Uhuru Peak, at 5,895 meters, the highest point in all of Africa. The combination of its three volcanic cones and the geological diversity make Kilimanjaro a unique natural monument. It is not only a symbol of nature's resilience, but also a reminder of its awesome power and beauty. In 2008, a Portuguese expedition led by Rui Fernandes made a highly accurate measurement of Uhuru Peak, the highest point on Mount Kilimanjaro. Using advanced technology, the team determined that the summit rose to exactly 5,891.8 meters above sea level, a centimeter-precise measurement that redefined the mountain's official altitude. This impressive altitude is one of the factors that explain the presence of glacier at the summit, even though Kilimanjaro is located on the equator. Despite the high temperatures predominantly at the base of the mountain, the high altitude creates conditions for the formation and maintenance of snow and ice, defying expectations about the African climate. In addition to being a remarkable scientific achievement, this measurement reinforces the importance of Kilimanjaro as a geographical and natural landmark. Mount Kilimanjaro is a striking example of a layered climate transition, featuring 5 distinct zones that range from dense tropical jungles at the base to alpine tundra and eternal ice at the summit. Each of these zones has unique characteristics in terms of vegetation, fauna, and climatic conditions, creating a true microcosm of the Earth's diversity. Tropical Forest Zone, 800 to 3,000 meters. Climate: hot and humid, with frequent rainfall, especially on the outer slopes to the south, where moisture is more abundant. Characteristics: this area is covered by dense, lush forests, rich in biodiversity. It is home to several species of animals, including black and white colobus, elephants, and a wide variety of birds. The soil is moist and full of low vegetation, such as ferns and mosses, which thrive thanks to the constantly humid environment. Alpine desert zone, 4,200 to 5,000 meters. Climate: extremely dry, with sudden temperature fluctuations between day and night, as well as strong winds that increase the sensation of cold. Characteristics: this zone presents an almost desolate landscape, similar to the lunar surface. The soil is composed of volcanic sand and rocks, with almost no vegetation. Only a few species of highly adapted plants, such as mosses and lichens, manage to survive in this hostile environment. The landscape, despite being arid, has a fascinating and surprising aspect, with its raw and untouched appearance. The Dendrosenecio kilimanjari, also known as the giant senecio, is a fascinating and unique plant, endemic to the slopes of Mount Kilimanjaro. Belonging to the Asteraceae family, the same family that includes daisies and sunflowers, this species stands out for its striking characteristics that differentiate it from its more common relatives. Adapted to the extreme conditions of high altitudes, the Dendrosenecio kilimanjari can reach an impressive 10 meters in height. It is often found in the alpine desert zone, around 4,200 meters above sea level, where the climate is dry, with temperatures that fluctuate drastically between day and night. This plant has developed remarkable adaptations to survive in this hostile environment. Its leaves are covered with a layer of hairs, which help to retain heat during the freezing nights. In addition, the leaf rosettes store water, allowing the plant to resist the moisture deficiency characteristic of this zone. The giant senecio is not only a botanical curiosity, but also a symbol of the resilience of life in extreme conditions. It contributes to the ecological uniqueness of Mount Kilimanjaro, and is one of the many reasons why this mountain is considered a true natural treasure. Climbing Kilimanjaro. Climbing Kilimanjaro is a dream for many adventurers. Although the Marangu route is the most popular, the variety of options allows each climber to choose the journey that best suits their goals and level of experience. The beauty of the landscapes, the sense of achievement and the opportunity to connect with nature make Kilimanjaro a unique destination for adventure lovers. Climbing Kilimanjaro is technically easy, although challenging due to the intense cold and altitude. The Marangu route is the most popular, but other options such as Mashame, Mweka, and others. Around 20,000 people attempt to climb the peak annually, a number that is controlled by the Tanzanian authorities. After two expeditions frustrated by the mountain's adversities, German Hans Meyer and Austrian climber Ludwig Perchler, with the invaluable help of local guide Lauo, finally reached the summit of Kilimanjaro on October 6, 1889. Equipped with ropes, stings and rudimentary climbing equipment, the explorers braved blizzards, glacier cracks and thin air to conquer the highest point in Africa, a feat that marked the history of exploration. Climbing Africa's highest mountain is a dream for many adventurers. However, the mountain's beauty and majesty hide dangers that can turn an expedition into a tragedy. The causes of death on Kilimanjaro are varied and complex, but some of the main ones include altitude sickness. The main cause of death is acute altitude sickness, AAS, a condition caused by rapid ascent to high altitudes. Symptoms include headache, nausea, vomiting, dizziness and, in severe cases, pulmonary or cerebral edema. Other factors that cause death include hypothermia, dehydration, accidents, and pre-existing medical conditions. But one of the main ones, underestimating the mountain. Statistics indicate an average of 10 deaths per year on Kilimanjaro, an average considered low when compared to other mountains. Would you like to climb Mount Kilimanjaro? If you want to go, it is good to do a lot of preparation. Mount Kilimanjaro is not only a stunning tourist destination, but also a vital source of livelihood for thousands of people living around it. Mountain tourism plays a crucial role in the economic and social strengthening of local communities, especially in nearby villages such as Moshi and Arusha. Tourism there is a significant source of revenue for Tanzania. In 2013, Kilimanjaro National Park generated approximately $51 million in revenue. It was responsible for 42% of the revenue generated by Tanzania's national parks, highlighting its economic importance in the sector. Well, this video is at the end. If you liked it, please like it and comment. I would like to know your opinion.